Hello, I am Colin Scroggins with PNN, and this is our 5th episode of PNN Freshman Center this school year. Welcome to the show. Report cards are being sent out on Friday, April 9th, instead of the original date it was supposed to be. Pops with Passes will be out as well on Friday. Our first story takes us to the middle of the Smith Station Freshman Center. Here's Camden Watts with the new cameras placed around the school.
Recent events taking place in Lee County have led to the new installation of cameras being placed in the classrooms and in school hallways. The school board spent tens of thousands of dollars buying and replacing cameras to help keep our students safe. The new cameras were installed to improve audio and video quality that the old cameras didn't have.
I think they'll positively benefit the school in that they are providing more safety for our students and for our teachers, knowing that we can see and hear everything that's going on, everything that transpires in a classroom. If there are things that occur, then we can easily go in and see and hear to try to find the root of the issue very quickly.
Some reactions from the students and teachers have been seen, but the school has been running as normal.
I haven't really seen any difference. There's really been no change. I really haven't had students ask me questions about the cameras. Teachers haven't shown any concern.
Students, teachers, and faculty have had different opinions on the cameras, but in the end, they are here to keep us safe.
Jasmine Osasanya has the latest on how the coronavirus has affected the freshman band members.
This year, the Smith Station Freshman Center Band has faced many different challenges due to COVID. Although they have struggled, they have been continuously practicing and putting forth their finest efforts to become the best they could possibly be.
The way COVID affected band was we weren't able to play as a group and it spread us out, so we couldn't hear each other, and we had to overcome that and play to the best of our abilities. And the way that I was passionate about band and how I got into it was I started just listening to music, and a meme was what made me passionate about a trombone.
Their directors, Mr. Geiger, Mr. Butler, and Miss Wright, have succeeded in helping the band through these different hardships and struggles.
COVID has affected us by, we're really spread out in our band now. Normally we're in arcs and the kids are about 2-3 feet apart from each other, and now we're almost spread 50 feet from one side to the other. So it's really hard for the kids to hear from one side to the other, and so that creates some balance and blend issues as we prepare for our state evaluation. So
here's Addison Keys with Miss DeLoach's outdoor activity.
Miss DeLoach's English class worked outside and did a few activities to review for their test on the novel Fahrenheit 51. The activities included a human timeline and a color by number with vocabulary. The students had a fun time working with their friends while getting a good refresher on their test material.
Now to our high school sports, Libby Kate Posey covering baseball and Baylor Reeves covering softball.
Quite a few of our freshman baseball players have gotten the opportunity to play up with JV.
I feel like I earned this privilege because of the way that I showed the coaches how I play and the work ethic that I show on the field.
Even though they're just freshmen, they're still having an impact playing at a higher level.
The score was 8-8. It was in the bottom of the 7th inning, and I hit a walk-off sac fly to win the game.
The JV team will play their next game tomorrow at home against Central. First pitch will be at 5. Make sure to come out and support your boys.
The Smith Station Lady Panthers played their tournament last weekend against Beauregard, Wetumpka, Auburn, and Central. Their next home game starts today at 5:30 against Beauregard. Make sure you come out and support your Lady Panthers.
Now here's Cole Blythe with National Sports.
March Madness so far has been pretty unpredictable. In the first round, there were some major upsets like 15-seed Oral Roberts beating 2-seed Ohio State, who many thought had the chance to win the tournament. 14-seed Abilene Christian beat 3-seed Texas in a close game in which Abilene Christian won by 1 point, and 13-seed Ohio beat defending national champions 4-seed Virginia 62-58.
In the second round, there were even bigger upsets, such as 8-seed Loyola Chicago beat 1-seed Illinois, 15-seed Oral Roberts beat 1-seed Florida coming back from an 8-point deficit during the second half, and 11-seed Syracuse beat 3-seed West Virginia 75-72, led by guard Buddy Boehm, who had 25 points and shot 46% from 3. Also, Alabama is advancing to the Sweet 16 after beating Iona in the first round and beat Maryland in a 96-77 blowout.
The Sweet 16 has now been set. The games will be played on Saturday, March 27th and Sunday, March 28th.
Local entertainment has been ramping up across the Chattahoochee Valley 1 year after COVID started. Here's Bertie Ella with more.
The Springer Opera House in downtown Columbus has been putting on performances since 1871. From musicals to kid-friendly shows, they have it all. This past weekend, Singing in the Rain debuted on the newly built festival stage located at the corner of 10th Street and 2nd Avenue. The musical was directed and choreographed by Shane Hall, a local dance studio owner and performer. The show was set to premiere last March, but due to COVID, it was sadly canceled. The cast started back up with rehearsals this year in hopes to perform, and here they are a year later on stage doing what they love. Shane expressed that it was difficult to start back up because they had tried to get the original cast back because they wanted to keep the show the same. Sadly, they had to recast 7 roles, which was a bit of a difficulty for them. Even after the challenges the cast has faced, they've managed to put on an amazing show and one they will never forget. Shane said it was great to be back to the theater. It's his love and it helps with mental stability. It's the performer's home and they thrive off of entertaining others. From the audience standpoint of view, it's an escape from Zoom calls and it's closer to normal, which they haven't had in over a year. Make sure to catch Singing in the Rain on March 26th through 28th and April 1st and 3rd. I'm now sending it over to Bryn Stuckey with Student Q&A and Fact of the Week.
Ask fellow students where they saw themselves in 10 years and a message they want their future selves to hear.
I would say to myself, work hard, be financially stable and mentally stable, make smart decisions, never give up, and if you don't love what you're doing, change your mind and do something that you actually love doing. In 10 years, I see myself with a bachelor's and master's degree. I want to be an art professor, so hopefully I'm at a college being an art professor, and that's it.
In 10 years, I see myself being a veterinarian. A message I would say to myself in 10 years is to be smart and keep going with your life.
In 10 years, I see myself studying marine biology in Florida, saving the manatees. A message to myself that I would say in 10 years is to work hard and love your job.
When King Henry VIII died, he was so large that he ended up causing his concrete coffin to explode.
This has been Colin Scroggins with PNN. Have a great day, Smith Station.